So the cut we have here is a specially selected pork belly, and what we're going to demonstrate is the preparation to make it a really nice easy carve joint. What we want to do is leave the bones in and the skin on to give maximum flavour and nice crispy crackling at the end. But what we're going to do is show you a way to do it that is very, very easy to carve. First thing I want to do is expose where the bones are, and to do that I'm going to take away this seam of meat and fat on top. Just very gently pulling this back. We don't want to slash any meat, and we want minimum waste. Okay, so now we've exposed the bones, and as you can see, you've got several rib bones running down here, and at these joints, they join up with a softer piece of bone going down to the belly. What we want to do is cut along here, removing most of the softer bones, so that afterwards, when you carve, you can just cut them into individual rib portions. So I'm going to take this off at the end of the ribs. And we'll utilise this later on. As you can see in there, there's a nice layer of fat in the back, nice intermuscular fat as well, which will melt down during cooking. So the next thing we want to do is get a rough guide as to where these softer bones are. They are softer, so the knife will cut through. At the top end here, this is the end nearest the shoulder, there are slightly harder bones which we may need the saw for. But if we measure down so that we have a nice even joint, and again we can utilise this later. So now we have an even sized joint, and what this would allow us to do after cooking is to portion each rib individually. The other thing we have to bear in mind is that we've got the skin on the back, so what we want to do is prepare that for roasting to get really nice crispy crackling. To do that, different chefs will have different methods. We want the skin to be as dry as possible, and all I'm going to do is use the tip of a very sharp knife to very lightly score into the skin. If it goes through a little of the fat, we're okay, but what we don't want to do is go into any of the meat. Now you can see that I've just done even spaces between the scoring all the way through, and we want to do it the other way as well. Scoring it in both directions will give a lovely diamond effect when roasted. You can, of course, score it long ways like this to help you with the slicing afterwards. Like this, it's a lovely presentation piece. And there we have it. Specially selected pork belly, easy carve to cut individual ribs and skin for nice crispy crackling.